Guys, no lie, I have tried to record this video 3 times and the audio has not worked. So somebody does not want me to give this message to you today, but I'm determined to give it, especially since, it's so relevant. So welcome to your collective card reading and welcome to my channel. This is your spiritual reader. This is where I dive into all things spiritual, but really using these tools to basically help us to know and grow ourselves. Because ultimately, if we are working on ourselves, then this is going to uplift the collective energy as well. So especially today, we are in the last year of the snake year. So tomorrow we move into the fire horse. And I'm sorry to say, this doesn't mean that, all the hard work that we've done, everything stops there. Actually, this is going to give us more momentum to move forward and to learn more and grow more. So I'm afraid it's not going to be a message of, no, we're going to stop and, not doing any deep work. Actually, we're going to keep going because we are in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about freedom, thinkers, independence, and ultimately we want to be sovereign beings, right? Because we want to be aligned with ourselves. We want to know who we are so that we can be the best version of ourselves, so that we can help ourselves and others as well. And as I said, raise that collective energy. So right now, with this snake, with this shedding of everything that's happened, we are now giving an opportunity to move with what we've learned, with what's happened over the past year in 2025. And it has been a difficult year for a lot of people, and people are still going through a lot of difficulty. But it's about going with this and using it, because we're not going to go back. Okay, we're not going to go back to where we were. This is about us moving forward and keep going. So the cards this week really do represent that. And as always, I want you to really take these cards and interpret them for yourself. And I always love when people comment their interpretation of the cards and how it lands for them, because ultimately this is not me telling you what to do. This is about me giving you a message and then you interpreting it in the way that feels best for you. Okay. And this is part of being a sovereign being, and this is part of understanding yourself and reconnecting back to yourself. So the first card then was, what do you desire? Okay, so again, very apt for this time of year, because it's really asking us as we move into this new fire horse year, and when we come to the spring equinox in March, which will be the technical start of the new year in astrology speak. What is it that we want? And who is it that you are? Okay, so what do you want and who are you? These are the big questions, because they will drive everything moving forwards. Because we can get so lost in the noise of social media, the noise of the news. We're focused on what everyone else is doing, and we forget that actually we just need to know who we are and what we're doing, right? And it can get so distracting. We get shiny penny syndrome, because we're like, oh, maybe I'll go and do this over here. Maybe I need this sales funnel over here, so I'll work with this person. But ultimately, that's not necessarily going to get you to where you are, because if you haven't done the deep work first and you don't understand who you are, then how are you going to know what it is that you need? How are you going to know how you work? Because that might work best for that person, but that might not work for you, because you're not designed that way. You're designed differently. So really understanding who you are, what it is that you want. And this is really a powerful time, because it's the time of creation right now. We are creating new systems. We are working with this new season that we're in. And so you can be creative. You can dream big. You can create your own life, essentially. So what is it that you want? Who are you as a person, and where are you going with it? Okay, so these are the big questions. The next one is trustworthy guidance. Because as I said, we can get so lost in the noise that we actually forget to come back to ourselves. So it's not about what, that person's thinking over there, or what that person's chatting about on Instagram. What is it that you are guided by? What what is it that you feel in your body is best for you? This could be a splenic instinct, so an intuition. It could be a gut intuition, a gut response, push or a pull towards something. It might be that it's an emotional response. So once you've gone through your emotional high or low, sleep on it. How do you feel? Or how do you feel about it? So going back to basics, you know, back to those like caveman and tribal days where we would lead through the stars, and that's how they would make their decisions, you know, based on, you know, just split second instinct there. The splenic instinct is the most old school, you know, it's the one that we used to lean on for so much of the time. Now it's for, you know, I think there's something like 13% of people have splenic authority, so they should really go with the kind of how they feel in the moment. So understanding who you are and how you work is really going to help you to make your decisions and to trust yourself more and not get so caught up in the noise, which we quite often do, don't we? And then the final one is steady progress. So using this momentum of the fire horse and just kind of thinking, right, what's 1%? What's something that I can do every day? What one thing can I do every day that's going to make me feel more confident? What one thing can I do every day is going to help me to understand myself better? What one thing can I do every day is going to help me connect more deeply with myself? Because by doing these things, that's what's going to help you with your business, with your life, and actually kind of, you know, ultimately get to where you want to go, right? But we need to do this stuff first. This stuff is really important. And I think that this is a really good spread for this time of year. It really, as always, the cards really match well as to what's going on right now. So I just really want you to kind of take this on board and ultimately come back to yourself. Who are you? What do you want? And ultimately, where do you want to go with things? Because this is a time for a creation. This is time for manifesting. Like, this is a time for you to take the action that you want. But before you take the action, know who you are first. Know what it is that you want first. And go from there. So let me know how that lands for you. I would love for you to comment and let me know how you interpret those cards. And as always, I'm here every Monday to do a collective card pull for you. Please subscribe to my channel so that you get the latest readings.